Everyone, welcome. Thank you. Please be seated. It's great to see all of you on this wonderful day. You know, it's not often when you've been a state for over 120 years that you get to do things that are truly historic. And today is one of those truly historic days. Now, I want to thank our legislative friends and partners who are here with us again on an incredible legislative session. I must admit, you passed a record number of bills. You know that. You didn't give me any extra time to review them and sign them, though. So tomorrow is the deadline. And usually, we, for good reason, again, because of timing, we do ceremonial bill signings after a few weeks to invite our media partners, to invite the public to come, and of course legislators to celebrate the good things that have happened. But I believe there are rare occasions when things are so momentous and so historic that we need to do a live signing to celebrate this on the date that these don't become law yet, but that we make them officially laws of the land. And when it comes to the tax cuts that were passed this session, this is one of those occasions. And so, Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, thank you for joining us. I know how busy you are. And again, to all the legislators who are here, who participated, and members of the public who advocated for these tax cuts, thank you for your work over that 45 days. I still haven't gotten my break, but it's coming, and I can't wait for this session to be over. But these are the times that I'm very excited, most excited about. I will point out that, and the speaker corrected me on this a while back, the largest tax cut in our state's history was $225 million, I believe, right around $225 million. First year as governor, we were able to pass and sign into law $100 million. Second year, $200 million. And this year, over $800 million. So 3 times the largest tax cut in our state's history. And it's not just in one area. It's in lots of different areas that will benefit every person in our state in some way. And we know that there are many that are struggling, that they're struggling to make ends meet. They will be helped by this. One of these tax cuts is really important that you voted on. We'll sign into law that the people of Utah actually have to vote on to make this happen next year, and that is the tax, removing the state tax on food. I just want to use this moment to encourage the people of Utah to vote to remove the sales tax on food. I think that this is good for, again, good for everyone, especially those who are struggling to make ends meet. And I'm very grateful for the work that has been done, that we will be able to get most of those tax cuts done today, and then just that last piece next year that's still hanging out there. So I've already talked more than I had planned, and more than I wanted to. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the signing of all of these bills. We have the original copy. I will not give that to you to take home with you. We got to make sure that gets to the right place. But we do have 2 ceremonial copies for the House and Senate sponsors of each bill. I will sign both of those as well, and make sure you get those copies to go with you. So we're going to start with and I'll read these off, and then we'll invite the legislators to come up. Anybody they've invited to come that they want to come up with them. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, we'd love to have you here for all of those if you're willing to join us for a photograph. Okay, the first one we're going to do is House Bill 54, tax and fee revisions. Bill sponsor was Representative Ellison. The Senate sponsor was Senator McKay. This is the big income tax rate reduction from 4.85 to 4.65%. That's $300 million of ongoing tax cuts. Also expands the Social Security tax credit, $16 million ongoing. I believe that we got that to anybody making $75,000 or less will pay no Social Security tax, which is wonderful. This also gives mothers a double dependent exemption in the year that they birth. That's an additional $3.4 million. So helpful and so important to our families and to parents who are having children. We talk about being a pro-life state, and we believe in life. And I felt like if we're going to give a tax exemption for a child that is born, we should give a tax exemption for the unborn child as well. A little harder to navigate, so we said let's just give two for every birth. So you get two there, which will make a big difference. The bill further expands the Utah Earned Income Tax Credit, an additional $1.2 million ongoing, removes the state portion of the sales tax on food as conditional on voter approval, as we mentioned, and removal of the income tax earmark, and that's an additional $211 million ongoing. So with that, please come and join us, and we'll move to that bill first. I don't know if Representative Elison is here. He was with me just at the mansion. He's at a road home meeting, of course, out doing good. And so, Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, we'll have you join us. Why don't we have all the legislators join us? Please come up. This is a big one. Okay, we'll go ahead and sign the actual bill first. Would you take that one? Sign these two separate copies here. I have a few times. Approximately 560. I think I've got a few left, but we're getting close. That's the one we're looking for.
You have to sign them too, but we get more time.
You do get more time to sign. All right, let's all everybody smile here. We'll look right here in the middle. Excellent, thank you.
That's a big tax
round of applause. All right, we'll ask you to stay with us. And next up, I guess I should use this so our friends in the media can hear. We'll get those to those guys. We see them again. All right, next up is HB 130. This is the adoption tax credit. Representative Shipp, who is here with us. Representative Shipp, thank you for your great work, and Senator Harper was the Senate sponsor as well. This provides a tax credit up to $3,500 for adoption expenses. It's refundable for lower income families. The non-refundable credit can also be carried forward for 3 years, increasing the likelihood that the full credit can be used by all of these families. Again, cost of the state is estimated at $2.5 million. Wonderful pro-family bill, and we're really excited to help offset the cost of adoptions, which can be very expensive for families. We have members of our family that have gone through the adoption process, and this is a win-win for families, children, and the state. And just honored to sign this bill. Congratulations. Yeah, we should. It's a little too quiet, so too awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, please, yeah. Anybody you want to come up for this, for the picture, have them come up. Anybody that's been invited, please join us. Max, I'm going to give you that copy. All right, Senator Harper, here's your copy. Congratulate you on, where are you? There you are, on passing the most bills. So all yours were good ones. So they were all good ones.
You're most welcome.
I'm not complaining about
Glad
yours.
I could give your hands some exercise.
All right, let's get a picture here. Okay. Excellent. Thank you.
Let's give that one a round.
Yes, a round of applause. All right. Next up, we have HB 151, which is Veteran Property Tax Revisions. The bill sponsor was Representative Lisenby. The Senate sponsor was Senator Buxton. This increases the amount of taxable value that a disabled veteran may have exempted from property tax by about $200,000. That's a huge increase. Disabled veterans can now have 480,000 of their property value exempted. So as property values have continued to go up, we want to make sure that our veterans, our disabled veterans, are taken care of. And again, a wonderful bill. So congratulations to the bill sponsors, and we'll go ahead and sign this. We're excited about that one. Jerry, thank you for joining us. So maybe you can just tell me how you've all been relaxing over the past 3 weeks.
Better than you have.
That's the good stuff. Good baseball lately.
Yeah, really fun.
Okay. All right. Big smiles, everyone. Okay. We'll make sure that they all. Thank you. Okay, I think we're getting there. We only have 3 left. Next up, we have HB 170, Child Tax Credit Revisions. Representative Pulsipher worked very hard on this one. Representative, thank you for your good work. Senator McKay, the Senate sponsor, is not with us today. This is a $1,000 tax credit for children ages 1 to 3, with the credit phasing out as income increases past $54,000 for married couples, $43,000 for others. Estimated cost is $10 million a year. So again, this is really focused at providing assistance to young, low, and middle income families. It's a tax credit rather than a child care subsidy. The savings can be spent in the way that the family determines to be best. Age 0 children are excluded because this group will get the benefit from the double exemption of on the other tax cut that we just signed. So that's why the 1 to 3, and again, really focusing on our families is so important. And Representative Schultz is now with us. Get up here, Representative Schultz. Amy, would you mind joining us? I know you worked really hard on this one. Sophia as well, please. Yes, both of you. I'd love to have you come and join us for this one. And again, anybody else that you have out there, Representative Pulsipher. Senator Stevenson is just happy that we're not bugging him about this one anymore. So it's a good one. We're all jealous. All right. That is yours. And the picture here together. All right. Congratulations. Okay. 2 left. Glad you're here, Representative Schultz. Thanks for joining us. Because next up, No, you're good. Next up, we have HB 301 transportation tax amendments. The bill sponsor was Representative Schultz. The floor sponsor was Senator Harper. This reduces the fuel tax rate by 2 cents beginning in July of 2023. That has a more gradual increase than the current trajectory. So we're slowing that increase. It also increases the cap from about 40 cents to 42 cents per gallon, which is estimated to be reached in fiscal year 28. To offset the decrease, again, we're working with registration fees as well. And this is helping us get that balance. We know that that we need to lower the cost of fuel in the state, but also make sure that the newer vehicles are paying their fair share of the road usage that is happening out there. And this is why Utah is routinely awarded as the best managed state in the nation. It's bills like this, a little bit wonky, but we're always trying to make it better and get those pieces right. And you did that in this bill. So really proud, putting us on a trajectory in the future that is much more sustainable than the trajectory we were on before. Anything you'd like to add, Representative?
Rural. Don't forget about the rural.
Yeah,
part
no,
of that too.
talk about the rural piece.
Yeah, so it also adds a couple dollars to.
Use the mic. Sorry for. There you go.
But this is something I worked with the Senate on, where the $2 of the registration fee goes directly towards rural roads. Counties of the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth class. They have a lot of lane miles on their dirt roads and the roads throughout their county, and they don't have the tax base to pay for those roads. And so, while it netted out to be a $25 million tax cut, rural Utah will see an increase in their B&C road funds to help pay for some of their road usage. So.
That's right. And I didn't tell Representative Schultz this because I wanted the bill to pass. But this was one of my campaign promises to rural Utah. So I'm glad I didn't forget about it. There's your copy. It is ongoing money. No, I know. Yeah. Trust me, when you visit all 248 cities and towns, you realize we need more money for roads in rural Utah. And we've been pushing hard, and you were able to get it done this year. So congratulations. Let's grab a picture. Excellent. Congratulations. I forgot to give that to you. He's getting so many of these. He's That's right. Oh, we finally got a yellow one here. Did the Senate do anything this year? I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, please. All right, and this one is. This is SB 288, which is the Utility Bill Assistance Program. Senator Ipsen, Representative Spendlove. This bill provides over $12 million for utility bill credits for low-income households. A huge deal, again, with the rising cost of living in our country right now. We've got to do more to help those that are struggling, and this does that. We know with utility prices have spiked, and we desperately want to help those families as well. So the Senate sponsor was Senator Ipsen, I mentioned, and Representative Spendlove was the floor sponsor. Sophia, you worked really hard on this one. Do you want to come join us as well? Is that okay if I ask her to join us? All right. And I think I've already signed this one, so these are just ceremonial copies. All right, are either of them here? They are? Okay. All right, last picture. Okay, don't leave, everyone. Stay here. As much as I like to take credit for the good work that you guys do, I also take a lot of blame for the bad work you do. I will tell you, but I do want to give a chance. I think it's important to hear from leadership. So, Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, I'm going to give you the mic, and I'd love to give you our final words today.
What an honor it is to be here. But we've done some great things in Utah, and we talk about, Governor, you talked about when we first came into office. We've said 2023 was going to be the year of the tax cut again and again and again. And we have been able to do great things. And one of the things we do is to be able to cut taxes. But behind each one of these tax cuts is a record effort in spending. It's pretty amazing that you're able to cut taxes. A lot of states do that, and a lot of legislators do that. But to be able to fund services, record spending for education, record spending for infrastructure, record spending for housing, record spending for almost everything, to be able to provide the services that the state needs, but be able to cut taxes. What a great honor it is to be able to serve with so many great people who do that, the great citizens of the state of Utah. So a great day for tax cuts, but don't forget the fact that we were able to fund services like we never have before in the history of the state. So thank you.
Well, Governor, thank you for doing this today. We appreciate you. Many of us have been here a good long time, and I don't think there's ever been a session where there was better communication and coordination between the executive branch and the legislative branch on especially as many big policies. And that's a credit to you and your team. So thank you a great deal. As a state, it would have been really easy for us to keep all this growth in revenue. There's plenty of things we could have found to put the money into. But our businesses here are incredibly productive. Personal incomes here are growing faster than almost anywhere in the country. And I think all of us believe that the reward for that incredibly hard work from the citizens of the state of Utah would be to let them keep more of their own hard-earned money in their own pockets and choose how to spend it on things that mattered to them, not in government coffers where it would be. And as our citizens are battling inflation and dealing with all the difficult things in the economic environment we're in right now, I can't think of a better time and a more appropriate time for us to have the biggest tax cuts in the state's history. And the other great thing about all these, and you talked about this already, but they touch everybody, whether you're a senior or low income or a business, everyone benefits from these. And so it's a great effort from a lot of people that worked hard. So thank you.
Congratulations. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for coming, everyone.